Man City is back this season, isn't it? Guys, when Man City lost 2 out of the 3 first games in the Premier League this season, a lot of people, including myself, were like, oh my gosh, Guardiola is having a second terrible season in a row. Guardiola lost it. The era of Pep Guardiola being the coach of Man City is about to be over soon, right? We all said that. And then after these 2 losses, Man City played a couple games. They won Man United in the Etihad Stadium 3-0, and then the draw against Arsenal in the Emirates Stadium 1-1, but they had the poorest performance ever. They were very defensive in both of the games, against Man United on the Etihad and against Arsenal. And everybody was like, what's Pep Guardiola doing? He's changed his philosophy. He's playing very defensively. He's not leaving any distances in the back. Most of his players are just playing in the back, and giving the ball to the opponent, to the Arsenal or Man United, and he's just playing on the counter attack. Very different from the Guardiola philosophy that we know and the Man City that we know with Guardiola. And then after that draw against Arsenal 1-1, slowly Man City has been getting back to their form. They keep winning. They won like 7 out of the last 9 games or 7 out of the last 10 games. They only lost to Aston Villa 1-0 in the Villa Park, the Villa Stadium, and they draw 2 games in the Champions League against Villarreal and Monaco in their stadiums. And the most recent game, they won Liverpool 3-0 in the 1000 game for Pep Guardiola, and they had a terrific performance. And I can see them being back. Crushing Liverpool. They crushed Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League before Liverpool. And we can all see that Man City is slowly getting back to their form again. Welcome to the first episode of Top Play. In this episode, we're going to talk about Man City. We're going to discuss the reasons why Man City got back to their form again. What did Pep Guardiola do? What did the Man City management do in the summer transfer to help Guardiola to get back to their form, to help Man City to get back to their form and be a very strong candidate in the Premier League this season one more time again, especially with Arsenal being so good, so strong. It's going to be a very tough competition this season. So if you like my content, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like my video and leave me in the comments, what do you think of Man City this season? Do you think Man City is stronger than Arsenal, or Arsenal will win the league? And just leave me comments on what you think about Pep Guardiola, Man City this season. What did he do to get back to his form? And then let's talk now about Man City, and let's talk about the reasons why Man City is back. In my opinion, the number one reason City is back this season is Pep Guardiola gave up some of his beliefs. What do I mean by that? When you look at Pep Guardiola, everybody knows he likes to play from behind. He prefers people who play so well with their foot, even the goalkeeper. And that was the first player he decided to give up, Ederson. Ederson, he was so good with his foot, and that was the reason why Guardiola always preferred him to be the main goalkeeper of Man City, although he concedes a lot of goals. He's not the best goalkeeper to protect the net of one of the biggest teams in the world right now. One of the strongest teams, a team that always looking for trophies, looking to win everything. So it was kind of like, weird a little bit, in my opinion, that Ederson lasted all that long, all these years, being the main goalkeeper for Man City. But this season, Pep Guardiola decided to give up that belief. He decided to sign Gianluigi Donnarumma, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He signed them from Paris Saint-Germain, and Donnarumma is not as good as Ederson, even close when it comes to playing with his foot. He's not terrible, but he's not as good as Ederson. But Pep Guardiola just recognized that he needs a goalkeeper that can help him to win trophies. He needs a goalkeeper who strengthens his defense. He just realizes like, oh my gosh, I need to do a better job with my defense. I can't just play attack all the time, position all the time, having the ball all the time, and forgetting that I need a strong defense with a strong goalkeeper. And that was the first belief he gave up. I want a strong goalkeeper. I am competing for all trophies, so I need a goalkeeper that can protect my net and concedes less goals, make it much harder for opponents to score against me. What else did Pep Guardiola do? Pep Guardiola gave up the indirect play. He's more straightforward towards the game right now. Yeah, he's still doing like his philosophy. He's still playing with his philosophy, but he's more straightforward. His players are more straightforward and playing with more balance than before with Man City. Man City before, they always concede a lot of goals, but they end up winning the league because they scored a lot of goals. So this season, I see Man City have a strong defense. Not only a strong attack, they have a strong defense. So he created that balance this season. After the terrible last season, he just realized and after the bad beginning of this season, he just realized hey, I cannot really take that second season in a row winning nothing. They're not gonna keep me, even though I won the league 8 times in the last 10 years. Even though I did everything for Man City, it's just not working anymore. I need to change some stuff, and that's what Pep Guardiola did this time. The other thing is Pep Guardiola finally found the player that he was missing to replace Rodri. We all know that Rodri was injured last season, and after that, Man City lost it. They lost it. They were very easy to score against. They were very easy to come from behind, go through the defense and just score against them because Rodri was not there. This season, he was able to find Nico Gonzalez. Nico Gonzalez was signed in last January. He played half the season last year. He couldn't really prove that he's a good replacement for Rodri, but maybe he needed time. This season, Nico Gonzalez is so good, guys. It's so good. I know Rodri is back. Rodri is slowly getting back to play, but now Man City cannot rely only on Rodri because they've got Nico Gonzalez. They got 2 great players in that number 6 position, which is crucial for the tactic of Pep Guardiola. He always plays with the form of 4-1-4-1. And that one in front of the defense has been Rodri. And after Rodri was injured, Man City was screwed. Anybody can score. They were receiving a lot of attacks. Now Nico Gonzalez was able this season to fill that gap. And that was another reason why Man City was able to get back to their form again. Let's talk about some of other players that have been making a huge impact, huge difference for Man City. Jeremy Doku, the best left winger in the world with no competitor. Jeremy Doku is a different animal this season. Jeremy Doku has been doing everything you would want from a winger, from a left winger. Dribbling, the strength, the intensity, the speed, the ability to score, the ability to shoot from close to the area from any position, the ability to create assists. Has been giving a lot of assists for Erling Haaland. Jeremy Doku has been making a great difference for Man City this season. No player is like Jeremy Doku. No one right now in the world is like Jeremy Doku. No left winger is like Jeremy Doku. Erling Haaland is just back to his form. Last season he wasn't able to score as many goals. He wasn't getting as many chances either, but this season Erling Haaland is back to that monster we know. He crushes all of the defenses of the other teams. Every game he scores at least 1 or 2 goals. Erling Haaland just missed the penalty in the first 10 minutes against Liverpool. I was like, all right, I'm cool, it's all right, I'm gonna score again. 7-8 minutes later, he scored. Erling Haaland is doing Haaland things. So Erling Haaland is he's the best striker in the Premier League and in the world, along with Mbappe in Real Madrid. He's been phenomenal this season. You're talking about Phil Foden. Phil Foden, after Kevin De Bruyne left Man City, Everybody was wondering who's gonna be able to fill that gap, who's gonna be able to give some chances, to create some chances to Erling Haaland and give some passes to Erling Haaland, who's gonna able to play like Kevin De Bruyne was playing. Phil Foden just reintroduced himself again to City fans this season. He was able to be a star in that number 10. He's just doing a phenomenal job. He's able to make assists, he's able to score, he's able to shoot from outside of the area. He's able to do everything this season. He's been fantastic, Phil Foden. He has refound himself back in that number 10 position. Talk about Ryan Cherki on the other side, along with Savinho. They take turns. Both of them have been doing a phenomenal job for Man City in the right wing. And you're still talking about Marmoush. Marmoush hasn't played yet this season. Imagine when Marmoush gets back to his form and start take chances, play with Haaland. I think Man City will be unstoppable, guys. They have a very, very, very strong attack this season. All of their players are back to their form, to their performances. They're present against opponents. They're playing so well this season, and they're all contributing to the success of Man City this season. Look at the two backs, the left back and the right back. Nick O'Reilly, he's a great addition for Man City on the left-hand side. And Matheus Nunes on the right-hand side. Both of them have been playing so well, guys, so well this season. They've been, forming a very, very strong two wings, along with Doku and Cherki or Savinho on the right-hand side. And they've been contributing to a lot of goals. And also on the defensive side, both of the backs have been so well this season. So the new signings also, like Cherki, O'Reilly, they made a difference for Man City. They made a difference this season. They were able to contribute to a stronger Man City. They filled some gaps for Man City. So for all of these reasons, and they gave Guardiola some variety, especially in his attack right now, with Marmoush being back, with Foden being back to his form, with Savinho being better this season, with Jeremy Doku being unstoppable, having Bernardo Silva. He has so many options in his attack right now. And that's why Man City is back this season as a very strong candidate along with Arsenal. Arsenal also has everything they need to win. And I'm going to make another episode about Arsenal and why they're the top candidate along with City for the Premier League this season. But City is being phenomenal, guys. So the question is, will Man City continue doing what they're doing right now after the international break? Or is Man City the Premier League favorite this season after this performance? Answer that question in the comments and let me know what you think. And like I said, if you like my content, subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I will see you in my next video.